What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning Python. My name is QDS Zani and you guys are watching my channel Cryowood. Alright guys, so what happens when you guys kind of come in, if you guys don't know there is a file, you guys try to open, say for example XYZ file, and the file doesn't exist. So I'm gonna make another file in Python. I'm gonna make it exception handling. So I'm gonna open this one and I'm gonna put a Python file. I'm gonna put exception handling. So I've got another file, exception handling in Python. I'm gonna copy everything here from all these ones here, and now I want to paste it here. And keep in mind, you guys can leave here for your record if you want to put it here for your record. File input output. Okay, so now I'm going to close this one. So, and I'm going to close my text which I have it from the previous video. I'm going to close that one too. Now you guys going to come here and I'm going to show you guys the exception handling. Exception is called exception handling. What happens if you guys come in scenarios and you guys try to open a file, say for example xyz file, yz.txt, and you guys try to open, what happens? You guys don't think so. If you run, you're gonna run here and we're gonna run this guys here. So we're gonna run now and you guys gonna see file not found error, because we don't have this file here and we don't have this sort of file anywhere in our system. So if you look in here, there is exception handling here, line 11 exception. So it looks like it's gonna give exception handling in every line here. So here now the final one, it says that XYZ, look, error number 2, file not found error XYZ. Okay, so what happens if you guys making applications and you guys try to put this one application, user try to open a file and the file is not there, and you guys are going to see this sort of error message coming from the system itself, from the language. Okay, first to begin, when I guarantee you guys, when you guys making your application, and all the hackers and big malicious people with the big intentions, and some of them very technical people, gonna see this one and they're gonna see this one as vulnerability, and they're gonna know what language you guys using, where in your language is got this problem, and now it's a perfect opportunity for any hacker to put their malicious file here, because they know there is some sort of vulnerability. If you guys know, there is a company called NSO. This company makes viruses. This company makes say malwares, for example, makes malwares. And this company makes NSO. This company was in Israel, and this company was making viruses for Android and Apple iPhone. And how they find vulnerability in Apple, because Apple, they had a file, they couldn't render the GIF format file. So there was a part of Apple iOS which had a difficulty rendering all this GIF. So but it was perfectly fine with JPG or JPG or CSV, any sort of file. But when it comes to GIF, if you try to upload, it has difficulty and it was giving this sort of error. So this company, what they did is created something, malware, whatever, virus, which try to take advantage of this vulnerability. In programming, this is called vulnerability. When the user sees this sort of message, it's a danger sign. So you guys needs to patch up, you guys needs to avoid this one, especially with something, because you guys giving hackers the opportunity, and the bad guys like here in NSO, they all know, they're all technical people, because they hacked Android, they hacked Apple iOS, and they hack the Facebook, whatever. So they are very intelligent people, but with very bad intentions, and they used to sell viruses to all the sorts of dictators and funny people around the world, from Latin America all the way to Europe and all the South Asia, whatever. So I'm not going to get into politics, but long story short, you guys need to make some sort of safeguard around your files. So if the user can't file or render file, the user should not see this exception message. If you guys know that all the hackers love this sort of messages, because this is a vulnerability inside your folder, or inside some of your file. It's called bug. It means there is a problem, and you guys should avoid this. Okay, so how to avoid this? You guys need to use something called exception handling. You guys try this. It's called, in Python, it's called try, and it's called a try, and it's called except. What happens if the Python can't find this one? So we're gonna do with this. So we're gonna come in our function, gonna say try. So we're gonna try this one, and we're gonna bring it here. We're gonna say try to open this file. So if Python, for example, we're gonna put it for line as before in my file dot read lines here, and inside the read line we're going to print we print our line here. Okay, so it's very good if the Python can find this one, for example. And now we're going to put our except here. We're going to put our except. What's except? We're going to put a print. We're going to say, hey buddy, hey buddy, the file you try to open does not exist. And you guys can put a smiley face, or you guys gonna put some sort of funny message here. So if, for example, if the user can open this file, because we are going to try to open this one, if they can open, then we're going to see this message. Okay, so we're gonna run our program to see if we have any error. And now you guys gonna see it. Before, you guys saw that one, the horror, like a horror movie, but now you guys gonna see it, it's safeguarded, and it's perfectly fine. It comes here. But if the file exists, for example, if the user is gonna see this file my.txt, for example, and this user's not gonna see this one. You're gonna see this one because we forgot to put it here. So if you put it end, and you guys gonna put this guys here, you guys not gonna see this one. Then you guys, if the user opens the file and the file is there already, then you guys, the user is gonna see this. Say, for example, if the user misspelled, say, this one, and put some sort of other things, then the user is gonna see this. But the user's never gonna see all that horror writing, or any hacker comes and check your program and they can't find the file, and if they see this one, they know that you guys used, and they don't even know that what sort of language you're using, what sort of environment you are in, what sort of code you're using, where in your code there is a vulnerability, and the hacker is gonna know that straight away that your program secure. And so you guys can secure your program with a try and except. Every program language has this. You guys in Kotlin, in PHP, in Python, in C++, in C, every programming in Ruby on Rails, if whatever programming language you have in mind, they all have a try and except, provided how you guys gonna use it. So if you guys look in here, this there is a nice line here suggesting user that whatever file the user is trying to open does not exist. So if there is no file here, then the guy is going to see the nice message. But if there is a file there, say for example my thing, then the user is going to see the line. So, and that's a very, very constructive. You guys going to see this one, and make sure wherever you guys going to open this one, say for example any programming language, be it Java or Python or C++, as soon as you guys trying to go, say, for external ones, especially files, you guys always use the try and except. Always use try except with your files, because if what happens if there is that file doesn't exist, that file is corrupted, or the file have a different extension as you guys want, it's not a txt file, say, you guys can safeguard with this one. But there are a lot of try and except, but the first one is that file not found exception. So this is the file not found exception. That's it for this video. If you guys have any question or comment, leave it in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.